Back in the house with it. Robbie TV, Shake Back Gang. You know what I mean? We back live with it. No, I'm late with it today. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, we live with it, baby, we live. Got a couple topics to talk about today, couple topics. We got, I just seen they just did another update for the Baltimore overdoses, man. Man, this bitch, man, they out this bitch tripping, you hear me? Dropping like flies, man. I just watched the video, they said a couple people died. The news saying ain't nobody died. But motherfuckers on the street saying, word on the street saying niggas died. So I don't know. Yeah, baby, we gonna see. I wouldn't be surprised. Shit, somebody probably was in a back alley somewhere got caught. You know what I mean? And like you say, we never know about all the people that came in the city and cop took that bitch all the way back to the little town where they at. You know what I mean? Fredericks and the Carroll counties and you know what I mean? All the little towns out there, Eastern Shores and shit. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit definitely crazy. They dropped a bomb, you know, whatever they did, boy. But they fucked their money up. They made the block hot. Remember say dropping all the fees, got the block hot. You hear me? Yeah, they was tripping. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I say they definitely They gonna get the ring on that, but they bet not find out who did that shit. They coming out that just alone. You know what I mean? They gonna find where the source of that shit coming from. They said I'll be working with state, local, and federal. You know what I mean? Like shit, they fucking around. So yeah, we got the Baltimore overdose. You know what I mean? And then we got Lil Meech, yo. Lil Meech, bluffing ass, man. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, he took that shit with that picture with his father. Y'all seen that picture of Lil Meech with his father? Lil Meech tweeting, man. Fuck is Lil Meech doing? I ain't gonna lie to you, yo. Lil Meech, he dropped the ball, yo, with that video. He's supposed to stand tall. His father already fucked his name up, you feel what I'm saying? But Lil Meech supposed to stay tall, yo. I don't know what the fuck Lil Meech was getting. Yo was talking too much in the car, man. He was talking too much in the back of that police car. They got like, you felt, they got like the gun ain't illegal. Like, Beach, why you even got an illegal gun anyway, Lil Beach? Come on, bruh. You ain't no felony. You ain't no felon. You fucking your name up already. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. Like, subscribe, Robbie TV. We getting into the Baltimore overdose. We gonna get into Lil Meech. Then I just seen it just was flooding in New York. I just seen that. Like, the fuck going on with these floods, yo? Like, I ain't gonna lie. It's supposed to rain all week in my city too, man. I'm here in Baltimore. Shit looking. Know what's up with these floods, man? I don't know that shit. I don't think it was AI. I hope not. Shit. But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, yo. He said, I live in the mountains in the middle of fucking nowhere in Canada. And I have no idea what you're talking about, but it seems you know what you're talking about, huh? Like, subscribe to the channel, like, subscribe. Now, we talking about the Baltimore overdose, man. I'm from Baltimore. I'm from the States, bro. Baltimore, Maryland. I was talking about the overdose. They just had a massive overdose here in Baltimore. I'm about to show you. Got my iPad right here. I'm about to show you. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, bro. We on our way to 250. You know what I mean? 250 subscribers. So it was a major casualty in Baltimore. Y'all probably heard it. It made national news now, I believe. Yeah, it made national news, but it was an overdose in Baltimore, yo, like a major overdose. Motherfuckers putting antifreeze in the Fetty, yeah, B. Put motherfucking antifreeze in the dope. That shit crazy, yo. So here we go right here. They say that bitch called New Jack City. You hear me? Yeah, he got that bitch like the Carter. You hear me? Yeah, they better watch out. You see what happened at the end? You know what I mean? Everybody think shit sweet. They say you ain't watched the end of the movie. Shit, the Carter boy, they blip. You see, they had a CI whole time. You know, motherfucker. I said, I know them, yo. It's maybe so many CIs, yo, in Baltimore now. Caught and doing controlled buys. Shit, really be crazy. Probably 1 in 4 motherfuckers that get served in Baltimore probably gonna be a CI. I promise you. At least one. The shit crazy. They ain't fucking around. They got the federal government down here. Plus, that shit made it look bad. It made the state look bad. So we got this right here. We got Fox 5. Let's see what they talk about.
Emerging about the recent Baltimore mass overdose.
It was just a mass overdose in Baltimore, bro. Let me show y'all. Let me see. Let me know if y'all can see. Should I leave the chat? Or you a stigma? Like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe, Robbie TV. Yeah, B. We on our way to 250 subscribers, bro. I'm trying to get there. Let's see, y'all. Let's see. Damn. I gotta fix my setup. I keep forgetting how we have it. So yeah, then we got, like I said, the floods in Florida. I mean, New York. I'm like, yo, how the fuck is floods in New York? Like, let me see if y'all can see. Y'all see? Oh, shit. Man, my bad, y'all. My bad. Tripping. Y'all see? My bad. Yeah, so that's about the Baltimore overdose. Let's see what happened, man. 8 motherfuckers OD'd in the city. Motherfuckers OD'd. You know, can y'all see that, y'all? I gotta get me a better setup, y'all. But yeah, we're gonna get into the Baltimore overdose first. We'll be back. Y'all see that? Like, subscribe to the channel, yo. Like, subscribe. Robbie TV. I'm trying my setup, good. Let me get my shit back, man. All right, so this about the Baltimore overdose, yo. It's a Baltimore overdose. We're just gonna get an update.
Event last week. Spotlight on Maryland's Gary Collins went to several open-air drug markets in the city and has an update on that investigation.
Take a look at this. 5 days after a mass overdose in the city, our team took to multiple open-air drug markets around the city and found rampant selling and apparent hard drug use.
Dang.
Our team even sent a message to local
They down
officers
South Baltimore right there.
This lady, whose face we were blurring, in the middle of the street after buying drugs half a block away. Baltimore police, with knowledge of the recent mass overdose investigation, and city residents who reside near open-air drug markets, say a new street drug called New Jack City is hitting the community. Sources say the latest batch of New Jack City likely was given as a sample to buyers last week. They add the drug is a synthetic, laced with Freon or antifreeze, so it gives users a strong high, but makes them sick instead of killing them. So we're here at Pennsylvania North Avenue, Baltimore's maybe most notorious open-air drug market. We met up with a man who used to be a customer.
What do you call that shit? Open-air drug market.
A mid-30-year-old man who went to an area.
Like, subscribe to the channel, y'all. Like, subscribe. Like, subscribe to the channel. Like, subscribe.
For this corner, for me, is definitely a spot where I found a lot of pain. Inactive addiction. I was an IV user. I was homeless a few blocks away from here, sleeping in a warehouse 5 years ago. Now I see it as kind of an opportunity to hopefully give back, maybe help some people who are making the choices I made make different ones.
We asked you, what gives Penn North, the same intersection that was ground zero 10 years ago during days of civil unrest after the death of Freddie Gray, its prominence?
How active the street corner is this? Obscenely active. It's an open-air drug market. There is...
like, subscribe to the channel. Like, subscribe.
Parked at the corner, and I remember coming out here and literally walking right past the police, probably 100 feet in front of them, wondering if it's okay, copping and then walking back. You know, these are just places where people can come en masse all day long.
We asked Dugan about the mass overdose that happened last week and the drug New Jack City, some say, may be responsible. One of the drugs that were said to be sold here is something called New Jack City. How's your little bit how to use that?
So, unfortunately, there's a mass of the fentanyl that's going out is now also laced with xylazine. And the more they lean on xylazine, the harder it is for people to even be resuscitated with Narcan. It's not an opiate, but it still suppresses your nervous system. So when people use it, Narcan does not help. The only thing that helps is somebody who's able to apply rescue breathing for the entirety of the time while waiting.
We took questions about open-air drug markets and New Jack City to the Baltimore City State's Attorney's Office.
My name is Robin Worley, and I am the prosecutor for Drug Treatment Court and Circuit Court for Baltimore City.
Does Baltimore have an open-air drug market problem?
I mean, we certainly have a drug problem in Baltimore City, but everywhere. That's not just here. And we do have open-air drug markets. Anybody who lives or drives through the city can see that. So I would say yes.
How important it is for your office to stay aware of some of these new drugs that are hitting the street that can cause overdose?
Well, the thing is, and I think people need to understand, any drug can kill you. Depending on the formulation, depending on what it's cut with, depending on what may be nearby. You may think you're buying heroin. You may end up with something completely different.
Hey. Do you have your phone on you? Can I give you number?
Meanwhile, back on Penn North, Darren ran into a woman he previously used with years ago. He directed her to a recovery center and gave her words of encouragement that she too can break her addiction. We asked him about the interaction as he stood in front of
that's what they give him, motherfuckers.
Users lived after getting high.
Xylazine.
Came across somebody that you knew out here in the streets. Yes. How, as somebody who is recovered and is in the process of constant recovery, what was that?
What can I do? Just 2 seconds for one person. You know, and if it's writing down a phone number to a program, then I'm going to write down the number to a program. You know, I see somebody who has the same chance, the same opportunities that I had.
Gary Collins in Baltimore City with Spotlight on Maryland.
Spotlight on Maryland reached out to Baltimore police for more details about New Jack City with additional questions about Baltimore's open-air drug trade. Our questions were not immediately answered. Hi, I'm Maxine Stryker. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And check out Fox Baltimore on social.
Yeah, yo, that shit crazy. I will say, man, yo, they fucked their money up with that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. That open-air drug market, man. But it ain't just Baltimore. Baltimore, we got a big drug problem. Baltimore been known, like I said, I told that shit yesterday. Baltimore, we've been known for drugs for a long time. But it's everywhere, yo. It's like you say, it's in a little small town near you. It's in the big cities. It's in the counties. You feel what I'm saying? You got, like, everybody knows somebody that is, you feel what I'm saying, going through it from drugs. Like, this the guy right here, Heart of the City. Let me check him out.
Head north,
I know
y'all.
he get on right
Heart of
here.
the city. This is where everything goes down with a smile or a frown. You get whatever you want right now.
We on North Avenue. Police sit out here every day. They just sit there and watch
That's
fight
my
guns
man.
every day.
24 hours a day, the police sit on that corner, across the street, on the corner of Penn North, going east. Mass transit police sit on this corner 24 hours a day, going west.
I don't advise nobody to come past here. Now that you catching the bus and getting it somewhere.
Only thing I know is a bunch of dope that giving out. They did some bills. People started dropping like flies.
I look kind of fucked up because I just been Narcan, a few times, like you can see. They gave out free drugs, and I guess they think that trying to kill us will bring them more money. Really, today, it really took a toll on me when I woke up and found about 50 people OD'd and 6 people died. It scared me, but it seemed like drugs still playing a part of my life. I felt worse.
And I'm gonna tell you, yo, I didn't witness this shit firsthand, man. Like, real shit. Like, not on a getting drunk, not on a getting high side, of course not, but you know what I mean, on a seeing people get high, watching people that didn't get high now get high, watching people that was getting high, that you knew they was getting high, but they still looked at the Lord, they still try to keep themselves up. You see them a year later, a year and a half later, they just totally done, skinny, looking bad, fingers all bad, all shot up, looking all, just looking drugged out, you know what I mean? And the shit crazy, yo, because like I'm tell you a true story, yo. One of my mans, really my brother man's for real, but one of my mans too. That was my man. We was all cool. You know what I mean? Cause my brother, he about a couple years older than me, but I knew his friends. He knew my friends, shit like that. So mind you, y'all, I had got into an accident right with my car. This happened like 3 years ago. So I was fucking, you know what I mean? I called the insurance, whatever. I'm trying to get a rental. They said they couldn't find nothing till the next day. So I had to I was going to catch a lift, but I said, nah, fuck that. I ain't catching no lift. So I caught the bus. Yeah, I caught the bus from, well, actually, I'm not. I caught the subway. My bad. I caught the train from downtown over here to Penn North, which I used to always catch a train. I used to always catch a train on Penn North before I started driving. I'd have walked past that shit every day, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Penn North, really, that shit. And Penn North was always Penn North, but I feel like once the rides hit, yo, like, once the rides, the Freddie Gray and all that rides and shit hit, and like all the pharmaceutical stores got broken into. Niggas stole all the pills, all the perks, all the drugs, everything you can steal. Man, yo, Baltimore was wild, yo. We was wild. We had our worst years, like far as like murders and shit like that at the ride. I think our worst year on record was like 2018, 2019. We had like 360 something murders. I think close to 360. We had like 359 murders. Yo, we had a lot. And somebody literally was getting killed every day. Like literally. It's 365 years in a year. It was like 358 murders for Baltimore. Literally, you look up, that's when Murder Inc. and all that shit really was, you know what I mean, blowing up. Like every day, yo, niggas was getting put on Murder Inc. every day. That shit was crazy, yo. So that pill shit, me personally, I know, because I witnessed the ride shit. I like literally firsthand. Like, I was still in high school for real. I was a freshman in high school, so I had broke my wrist and shit. So I had a cast on for like the whole winter. You know what I mean? If you know from Baltimore, you know the rise happened in the spring, like early mid-April. So we in school and all the shit. I hearing everybody in school talking about, yeah, we gonna go up to Mondam and all that. The rides really Baltimore rides really started with the kids for real, like the high schoolers, the youth. You feel what I'm saying? People like I say about at least 21 and under. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it was, you know what I mean, the ride, it was been tension. Shit was been boiling up because we watched that shit. They had the video how they, you know what I mean, beat the shit out Freddie Gray. We ain't get the video how they beat him. But they definitely had the video. That shit went viral. How they was dragging him, his legs like they was broke. They was literally dragging your legs like they can't even. I mean, put him in the van. Next thing you know, he get down to the central bookings. He unconscious. You know what I mean? He in the ER a couple. You know what I mean? Maybe probably a couple hours later for real, but maybe a day later. You know what I mean? He passed away. Rest in peace, Freddie Gray. That shit sparked something in the city. I ain't gonna lie. Then once the rides hit and all the perk spots and all that shit got broke into, all the pharmaceuticals, like that shit was crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. The city was wild. Like you seen a lot of motherfuckers start getting high fucking with the pills. Shit was crazy. Like I ain't never fucked with no perks. When I broke my arm, they gave me 7.5 oxycodones. They ain't give me that many neither. They only gave me probably like 12 of them, 10, 12 of them. Man, I took maybe like I said, right, my arm really was hurting me. I was really in pain, like you know what I mean. But I already knew I was always on point when I was young. This shit happened like I'm 25. I had one like 10 years ago. I was what 14 when that shit happened. So you feel me? But make a long story short, I ain't never take them for real. Like I ain't never take them motherfuckers. I took maybe like one and a half. Cause they was like I don't know how motherfuckers take them pills, man. They could be gnawed, foaming out. It just make you know what I mean? Your reaction. Next time my weed make your reaction time slow. You off a perk. I don't know niggas that can function off of a perk. I don't like for real. Nigga be gnawed, nigga be, and maybe if you been taking them for a while, but you still. You know what I mean? You're gonna take more and more just so you can get that high. So you still gonna be nodding and shit. Like that shit crazy. But them pills fucked the city up for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. It did. So we gonna get back up to city. But Baltimore been the drug city. We gonna get back to see what you're talking about.
And I started coming back around and realizing where I'm at and what's going on. And I said, God damn, they just brought me back to hell. When I was just in the most peacefulest place ever. Planting rock and roll.
And that just shows you that when a lot of junkies, man, when they get something that's good and knock them out, and you need some Narcan or something waking back up, they be pissed. They be mad. Like, yo, fuck you fucked my money up. I just, I mean, hustle to get this fixed, get this little blast. You know what I mean? And you done fucked my blast up. So a lot of things do be mad. They be mad as shit when they hit you and hit them with their Narcan. Now they gotta go scrape and scramble to get some more money. To get, you know what I mean? Get that
Born
blast
and raised
again.
in Baltimore City. I haven't been anywhere. One time I went to Myrtle Beach, after my parents passed away. Worst time of my life. I ended up losing out a lot of money. They put us in a poison environment, destroyed our educational system, destroyed our mental. They swarm this city and they swarm us with drugs, and then they tell us it's our fault for not having the willpower to turn down the things that's around us. That's what we want. That's what we know. That's what we came up on. I was introduced to drugs when I was fucking 10 years old. I never thought that I would become a drug addict. I never thought that I was sniffing dope, shooting dope, smoking coke. I never thought that I would be the one out here that the youngest is calling and the other ones are yelling, hey yo, we got teams, and I'm running for them, and I'm waking up in the middle, butt naked in the middle of the street or in emergency room strapped to the bed, yo. I never seen these things for my life. And people say, yo, you always got time to turn it around, but once you get a certain age, shit, yo, wrap it up, don't worry about yourself and just focus on the youth and help change their lives. Because I'm gonna be real, it's too late. 8 people in intensive care, 5 people is dead now. I was almost 6th person. I felt relieved. I felt worse as I came back around. Worse is not a word, but I felt worse after they woke me up, and I started coming back around and realizing where I'm at and what's going on. And I said, God damn, they just brought me back to hell when I was just in the most peaceful place ever.
Damn.
My name's Dusty. I just recently got clean, got on methadone, got myself some help. You know, just because of things like this. You know what I mean? I was scared for my life. You know, I understand why other people aren't, but hopefully this will open up somebody's eyes. You know what I mean? How many people have you seen got to OverDose out here before? About 20 altogether. And the numbers are just going up. We just need to get control of it. You know what I mean? Only thing I know is a bunch of dope that giving out. They did some pills. People started dropping like flies. And it's full of xylazine from what I know. I don't know anymore. The xylazine is killing people. Narcan doesn't bring anybody back from it. You know what I mean? So I had a great childhood. Everything was great until about 27 when I found my mom passed away. And then I kind of went down here from there. Walked into her bedroom.
Like, subscribe to the channel. Like, subscribe. Like,
I walked into
subscribe.
her bedroom and she was cold. She was gray. And that was it. You know? They said she died of a massive heart attack in her sleep. So,
like, subscribe. Like, subscribe.
It doesn't get any better either. You know what I mean? Death doesn't get any easier. So I just wish, you know, we could open our eyes and help each other out to get out of this situation that we're in. I was on painkillers from where I hurt my back, and then after they took them from me, this was like the next best thing, so I wouldn't be sick.
That's what most people do.
Clean life would be amazing. I'd get my life back, you know, get a job, be a citizen again. And I mean, it takes steps, you know what I mean, one step at a time. As soon as the high goes away, your problems resurface right there in your face. Seeing this right here, it's time to face my problems. Straighten up my life.
Ain't nothing out here. I seen these people today, what happened today. If that don't wake you up, what will? What will? Somebody giving out free drugs and you dying off of it? Come on. That's not right. And the ones who gave us the drugs, they probably didn't even know what it was. So you can't blame them. You know, it's all about money, so okay. We can't blame them. We blame us. Going and getting that line, getting it. I don't blame none of them. It's not their fault, it's our fault. You can't put our fault on somebody else.
It's real.
Then they put all these police cars, stuff like they really up to something, like they really mean something. To me, it's just a show. Because that is all, what they gonna do, go back to their job, sit behind a desk? They not gonna continue. More people are gonna die and die and die. They wanna stop, they start at the top. That's it. Where's that?
That's real.
But they gotta tell me no more. I already see. I got my eyes open. Believe me, it's open. I'm gonna change.
Yeah, Pop.
I'm gonna change my life. I don't know about nobody else. I'm gonna be playing with my grandkids. But the next time God has me here, believe this, I'm gonna be with my grandkids. I love them. I love my kids. I'm gonna be right with them. I'm not gonna leave them over there. It's time for me to get my life right the way my wife want me to do, how she want me to be. I'm gonna get it right. My name is Mark Stern. I've been messing around with drugs over 40-something years.
Damn.
And 2 years ago, I lost my wife. You know, for 15 years, I had left drugs alone. But when I lost my wife, I found my way back into the streets again. Started using drugs. Now at night I don't even go home, but I do have my own place. So now I start living on the streets, and I'm trying to get off drugs, but it seems like my mind tell me yeah, but my body tell me no. Really today, it really took a toll on me when I woke up and found about 50 people OD'd and 6 people died. It scared me, but it seemed like drugs still playing a part of my life. And I wish and learned to know how I really could stop. I talked to my therapist, she tried to put me in treatment, I went, but I left, using other excuses. And I can't use my wife as a crutch for me to keep using drugs. and I really want to get off the street and leave drugs alone. But in Baltimore City, to me, it's not gonna happen. I think I have to leave the city.
Yeah, you gotta
really
leave.
leave drugs alone.
Man, yo, he just made. Let me pop. Yo, Pop been saying the whole Pop ain't spit nothing but real shit. I ain't hear nothing Pop said that was wrong, man. For facts. If when it go to the part where you say you can't, you can blame the drug dealer, you know what I mean? Because but they out there, they just try to get, you know what I mean, make a living for what they do. You know what I mean? They do it the best they can do for how they know how to do it. You feel what I'm saying? Like it ain't really, you know what I mean? It's better ways out here. You know, you can get your money, but you know what I mean? Like yo, and then the drug, they ain't even really know what the fuck they was in they kitchen. They were in that bitch shifting, you know what I mean? And thinking they're chemists, you feel what I'm saying? They probably said something probably was different, probably was something totally different. You know what I mean? So they probably hit it with something that they shouldn't even hit it with because it was something different that they probably didn't even, you know what I mean? No, it was. I'm pretty sure they probably want this tragedy to happen because they fucked the money up out there, for real. You know what I mean? Like niggas, you know what I mean? Niggas, it's gonna be hot. Niggas gonna be doing, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a lot of extra activity going on. Like, you feel me? So I'm pretty sure niggas that did this, they ain't mean to do it. You know what I mean? I told you, like I said on my other live, it was definitely two things. They definitely they wanted to have a missile, you know what I mean? Come out with a bomb. Yeah, I got the best shit. Yeah. But then they definitely they was rushing too. They was the money. It was a money thing. Niggas, you know, they trying to get their money. You know what I mean? The block price slow, niggas probably think, you know what I mean? Sales coming, but that shit crazy, man. It's definitely a tragedy. I will say, I definitely feel for all the people that was, because you know, drugs is a real thing. They play a real part. You feel what I'm saying? Like I say, I know motherfucker personally that I you know grew up, you know, with, you know, from time, you know, from at least from a teenager on up, you know, and I actually, you know, I looked at it as a brother for real. You feel what I'm saying? And to see him getting high, you know what I mean? Like, it was just like, damn, he one of the niggas that I wouldn't think would be doing that. But like he said, yeah, I even asked him. I asked him, like, yo, how the fuck, you know what I mean? We on the train and shit. Like, I just told y'all the story. When I caught the train to my, get my car. I crashed my car. Well, yeah, well, I ain't, that's another story. But, I was on the train. Nigga come on the train asking for money. Yeah, you know how motherfuckers be on the train. Yeah, man, you help me out. I'm looking. He look at me, I'm like, oh, fuck is you, man, fuck is you doing, boy? You out here asking for change? Yeah, would say like, boy, you help me out, yo, I'm ill right now, I'm sick, da. And we just talk. We on our way to Penn North, because that's where I'm getting off at. So we get off at Penn North, I help him out, you know what I mean? He said he was ill, you know what I mean? But then I asked him, like, yo, we talking, and shit. I'm like, yo, how the fuck you even get like this, my nigga? Last time I ain't seen him in like 2 years. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, but I ain't, you know, he's something, yeah, I was fucking with the perks, and, you know, perk habits is expensive, boy. I'm telling you, you think weed is expensive shit. Go, you know what I mean? Go buy some perks. Like, that shit really, like, you spending, I mean, I don't really know the game because I never took them, but I know you spending at bare minimum $15. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just probably you probably spending that at least probably 2 times, 3 times a day. And now that's all depends, because I don't know how the high lasts. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know. And I don't want to know. That's why I say I don't even like medicine. You know what I mean? I like natural herbs. You know what I mean? But for real though, that shit crazy. I definitely seen, yo, like, yeah, he's fucking with the price, and price got too expensive, man. You mean you can go get a 15 or 20. You know what I mean? Even I don't know if they got pink tins and all. I mean, I don't really know how the shit really, you know what I mean, go with the ad, but even if you go get a $10 pill or something, you know what I mean? Like, that shit really, why go get that when you gonna get a $6, you know what I mean? Or shit, $3 now. They got the $3 jiffies. So it's like, yeah, like, it's basically it's a money thing, yo. Motherfuckers be like, yo, I can spend less and I'm getting the same, you know what I mean? So yeah, that shit crazy, yo. But that's how I seen. He said he was fucking with the pills. He switched over to getting, you know what I mean? Yeah. To the dope, man. That shit crazy.
No sooner I leave this spot today, I
Shout out
know
to
I'm
Pop,
gonna
though.
do
Pop
it, and
saying
I
some real
hope
shit.
I don't get a whole lot of drugs that put everybody else out today. A lot of nights I cry and I go to God in prayer, but it seems like God just don't answer my prayer. And I don't know what it is. I'm keep taking it back and giving it to him, keep taking it back. But I just don't know what it is today.
Hello, everyone. It's your girl here, Donna Bruce. I'm back on Penn North, Boots on the Ground, DBU Inc. You know how important this is to me. Devon passed away 2 blocks down the street on Edding Street, and we was able to get that street renamed in honor of him. So when I heard about it, I had just left work, and I'm here, Boots on the Ground. We have some Narcan on the table. We have some resources. I'm a person with lived experience who have suffered from an overdose before. So this is very, very personal to me. The xylazine, the homelessness, the vacant buildings need to be fixed up. Access to mental care. Some people don't even have IDs. So how do we get them the resources? You have to come out here at 10 o'clock at night and meet people at the level where they are. Now, this is not a 9 to 5 thing. This is 24-hour thing. Boots on the ground thing. So where's the council for this district?
Where is the district person for this district? Like, they should be out here right now. Where's Brandon Scott, the mayor? He should be out here right now. Where is the commissioner at? He should be out here right now. And nobody is out here. Nobody is out here. And I don't understand that. I don't get that. 24 hours a day, the police sit on that corner, across the street, on the corner of Penn North, going east. Good. Mass transit police sit on this corner 24 hours a day, going west. Yeah. So,
they tired. You know how many times they come out, working across the street, can't say the name of it, but working across the street, I know personally I have revived somebody.
I have too, many times.
That literally overdosed, right? So when I speak to the EMTs and when I speak to the police officers, they are tired and burned out. The young lady gave birth on the bus stop.
Right, they're tired and they burned out, and I've spoken to officers.
I seen that. Yeah, the girl did get birth from the bus stop. I remember that.
They watch these things happen because they aren't getting paid what they're worth.
But now that's a whole nother system.
Yeah, right? That's a whole nother system.
We honestly talking about systems. So the city just got flooded with all this money. I'm looking for the organization.
They get money every year.
But I don't see two personal organizations that just got $1 million. But I'm gonna be here. I don't get grant money. I don't get funding. I'm here because I'm a person with lived experience, right? And my mission is gonna be completed. Like just a young lady, just a hug.
Right.
Just a hug to say, I care and I'm still here.
I hear you, Donna, but for me, and I think you are too, and I think you are too. I think that for me, I'm really caught up in the moment as to what's happening right now. Mm-hmm. And the reason I say what's happening right now, because right now we're in a sense of urgency. This is an emergency. Like, and this is like,
True buzz, man.
They got nowhere to live, living in condominiums. It's a shame living in a fucking bando. They ain't even got the government trying to help fix it. You in a building, they won't even help you fix the building up.
Yeah, shit crazy in Baltimore, yo. I ain't gonna lie, Baltimore, I think they said in the year 2010, Baltimore, we had over like down in 20,000 of vacant homes, my nigga. I think we just got under 10,000. I think they doing good. They doing good. It's still a lot of vacant homes. East, if you go east, it's less. Especially like you have to maybe go like east, like Preston, Huffman, all that over there. Still probably got a little bit of vacant. But a lot of that Broadway, a lot of that shit, they didn't fix a lot, especially east. Now you come west, there's still some vacants. Definitely you come up west, a lot of vacants. It's more vacants over west now than it is east, especially if you go like in them deep little streets over west. Vincent, where they had all that shit on the wire yet, all that, and definitely like Southwest too. Etten, you know what I mean? All that down there, fucking Wheat Coat and all them, yeah, they all the little side, little baby streets. But East Baltimore too, but they got them in East Baltimore. Them little side streets, East Baltimore, they done fixed them. They coming west though. They coming west. That's why I say the real estate game is right now. Like that's why I'm in it, right? I'm telling you, man, fuck all that. I ain't fucking around with this, cause yo, they definitely they go regentrify. They regentrify Baltimore for real. Next probably 10 years, man. Shit, I might say next 5 for real, but definitely within the next 10 years, they building some shit in my neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying? Old neighborhood for real. Like they used to be projects. They knocking down they getting rid of mostly all the projects now. They still maybe only got maybe like 3, maybe I think about 4 functioning projects. I think Latrobe still functioning. I know Brooklyn, Cherry Hill. I know I'm probably missing maybe about 2 more. But a lot of the projects is gone now, man. You got maybe like little like mini little projects, but they not actually projects. But the projects like the Troll, I think it's I think Douglas still out there. Douglas Perkins, Douglas, Latrobe, Cherry Hill, Brooklyn, and I think that might be it, yo. I don't think it's no really 2 more. And O'Donnell Heights still up. The other side of O'Donnell Heights still up. That's what 5. I don't know too many other little projects that's up, yo. I really don't. A lot of them motherfuckers gone. They knocking these projects down. So yo, Baltimore, we definitely we on the run. We still gonna have our nicks and bruises, man. But we ain't hit 200 murders this year. I can see that we not gonna hit 200 murders this year. You feel what I'm saying? Our shootings and the violent crime is down. Like the shootings and the non-fatal shootings, they down. Homicides and non-fatal shootings, they down. So I will give it, we try to, Baltimore, they doing a little shit, you know what I mean, here bad. So I give it to Baltimore, yo. We doing our thing when it comes to trying to revive the city, but still got a lot of work to do. And they need to find something for these kids, yo. They gotta find something for these kids, man. Why the fuck ain't nothing for the kids? I see the pools open. But why ain't the rec centers open, yo? Why we ain't got little, I don't even see like the little football leagues, not like that back in the day against the recs. Like you had this rec versus that rec. You know what I mean? This rec over here versus that rec. You know what I mean? Like football, flag football. You know what I mean? Summertime basketball, and basketball season. I don't know. I guess it's just a lot of bullshit funding. Baltimore, we did just get a lawsuit for that. Well, I think like 100 million to some of these opioid companies, these pharmaceutical companies. We did file a lawsuit saying that they've been flooding our communities with these drugs, with these opioids, man. Which I'm glad they did, but that shit wasn't nothing but a drop in the fucking bucket. That shit was a drop in the ocean. For them pharmaceutical companies, that shit ain't. They gonna make that times 10. They'd have made that back. They made that back the next day for real. You know what I mean? Like they ain't the next physical year for real. Probably. Dang man, them pharmaceutical companies, yo, they worth billions. They not tripping off none of that money. But I'm glad at least we got our just dues for Baltimore. But where the fuck our money go at for Baltimore? You feel me? So. But yeah, yo, that was the Baltimore situation. And we had to touch on that because, that shit definitely hit home for real. He said, you've got 40,000 vacant homes in my city, yet we have a homeless crisis. We don't got 40,000 vacant homes. Well, no, 40,000. We don't got 40,000. We had 40,000 probably in 2000 probably. But no, not now. A lot of this shit for you. I mean, they done took over East Baltimore. So they just really coming west now. Like I be riding past a lot of homes. They building up. They building up a lot of homes now. So, all right, that was the Baltimore situation. Now I see. Let's go to the New York floods, man. Let me see, New York flood. What's up with these floods, man? What's up with these floods, yo? Like, yo, hold up, yo. Like, was this New York City or was this?
Now, the worst of this flash flooding, it happened in New Jersey, and that is where Governor Phil Murphy declared a state of emergency. This is what it looked like in Plainfield, Union County, a road looking more like a river surrounding homes and cars. This scene in Westchester County, pictures show water almost up to the windows of cars on the Sawmill River Parkway. And then a very similar situation in Rockland County, which also saw dangerous flooding conditions. Cars lined up as water starting to rise on the road there, you can see. Tonight, we have team coverage with reporters spread out across New York and New Jersey. Let's begin here in studio with our First Alert weather team, Lonnie Quinn, with our forecast. How are things looking now, Lonnie?
Much better, KJ. I want to get that out first and foremost. The worst part of the storm is behind us now. We still have some rain out there. We'll still have some rain during the overnight hours. Look, you're going to still have some rain tomorrow, but it's a better day than what we dealt with. Currently, this one area, Monmouth, Middlesex County, that's the only area right now that has a flash flood warning. That's going to be allowed to expire, I predict, in a very short period of time. Heaviest rain currently, southern portion of Ocean County, down around Stafford, pushing out towards Long Beach Island. That's where you see those flashes of red, where you have the heavy rain. You did not have it in Ocean County earlier. You're catching it right now. It's been extreme flooding, torrential rain, just roadways. This is the eastbound lanes of cars and trucks wading through all of the water. So it definitely was a day today of flooding like this all over the tri-state area. Christine, you have more about that. This really damaging day today.
Certainly was, Scott. Massive flooding led to dramatic rescues in New Jersey. Let's talk more about that now. CBS News New York was first on the scene as it unfolded in Scotch Plains. Dick Brennan is there live tonight for us. And Dick, I know you spoke one-on-one with some people who were rescued.
Yeah, and the rescues were unbelievable. Wait till you see them. We can tell you right now, the authorities...
Like, subscribe to the channel, y'all. Like, subscribe.
They're looking in submerged vehicles, making sure that everyone got out safely. They're also reopening roads. This one opened just like 5 minutes ago. In the meantime, people here say this is some of the worst flooding they've ever seen. And yes, they've seen their share of floods. In the meantime, as you mentioned, tonight there were some terrifying rescues. The raging floodwaters raced through Scotch Plains, stranding drivers all over who were trapped as the tide got higher. And look what rescuers had to do to save people. This man pulled across floodwaters by rope and finally to safe ground.
I was driving like in the middle of the street. The water was right here.
In the car, up to you.
In the car. So.
And then what happened?
And the guys, they came here and rescued.
Intense rainfall caused the Greenbrook River in the Watchung Reserve to overflow. Authorities had to launch boats into the streets. How quickly did the water rise?
Really very quickly. Maybe within like 15, 20 minutes, it went from maybe just a little stream of water and then it just started flooding over.
Like a river?
Yeah, it was really bad.
How scary was that?
Pretty scary.
Tonight, rafts made their way through the streets, scooping up people with no way out. Others were brought in by front loader.
Damn, they got motherfuckers in the bulldozer.
So we had to get
God damn, you see that? Man, whatever you got to do.
Others were brought in by front loader.
Look at that, yo. They got them motherfuckers in the bulldozer. God damn. Yeah. Shit real. Shit is real.
It started flooding over. Like a river. Yeah, it was really bad.
How scary was that?
Pretty scary.
Tonight, rafts made their way through the streets, scooping up people with no way out.
Like, subscribe to the channel. Like, subscribe.
We couldn't go any further, so we had to get out, and we tried to go up the road, and we couldn't, so they told us just to stay there, and they came and picked us up in a loader.
Just to give you an idea how intense and how high these floodwaters got, check this out. This log floated in here and wound up in the parking lot of a Quick Stop.
Damn.
People whose cars were submerged had no way to get home except by way of this giant truck, which became a huge bus for folks who had it, well, up to here. Yeah, how you doing?
We're hanging in there.
Hanging in there?
Yeah, all good.
These guys rescued you?
You're doing a good job.
How long were you stuck?
Couple hours.
What was it like being stuck like that?
It's frustrating.
Frustrating.
Yeah, it's really frustrating.
God damn, yo.
Maybe. Yeah, thanks.
That shit crazy.
People out here wading in waist-deep water, and if you can see a little bit further back, you see at least 3 cars completely stalled out in several feet of rain. This is a scene that played out in other parts of New Jersey as well.
Damn.
Torrential rain
Why is it
triggered flash
flooding so
warnings
heavy?
across parts of New Jersey. The rapid rainfall flooded streets, stalled out cars, and sent crews scrambling to shut down roads. In Plainfield, heavy rain turned streets into rivers.
Why is it flooding so much, yo?
Down trees.
I've never seen flooding like this. I've never seen Prospect and Watchung absolutely flooded like this.
Michael Vargas says the directions on his phone led him to a flooded street where he was trapped for more than an hour.
It was all the way up here. So, just sat there. I'm sure the car, there's nothing I can do with it. It's ruined, so time for a new car.
In a time of need, some jumped into action to help others.
What we doing, Plainfield? Try to help a neighbor out along the way.
In Roselle Park, rain flooded several businesses on Chestnut Street.
Probably about 6 inches to a foot inside the restaurant.
Russell Olden, one of the owners of Dowling's Irish Pub and Restaurant, says he rushed over as soon as he found out about the flooding.
It's not just my business, it's not just my employees, it's everybody down in this area. The water comes in quick, and there's really no time to react to it.
As the water recedes in some areas, the cleanup efforts are beginning to get underway.
It's disheartening, it's not the best feeling in the world, but we're resilient, we're strong.
Now, Russell tells me
That
the
shit
last
crazy,
time
yo. Yo, what's up with this flooding, yo? What's up with all this flooding? Why is it flooding so much? Like, I don't understand. It's flooding in New Mexico, it's flooding in Texas, it's flooding in New York, it's flooding in North Carolina. Just seeing it's flooding everywhere, yo. Like, what's up with this flooding? Like, man, they doing something. There's something going on out here. There's something going on, man. I'll tell you, but we gonna figure it out. We gonna find out. So you just stay prayed up and stay. You feel what I'm saying? On the move. Stay ready, so you don't really gotta get ready for real. When you do get ready, make sure you get good for real, cause it ain't sweet out here, man. For real. So we definitely may tap out with y'all. So we definitely gonna be going live again. I think we'll be going live in the house more for real. So yeah, man, we have some more content for y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. I ain't even get to touch on Lord Meech bluffing ass, but we gonna get on him and Big Screech. Yeah, baby. Say. But nah, though, man, for real, that's crazy. That's fuck. Like, how the fuck they gonna do that, man? Like, hey, whatever's to get you trending, right? Keep you hot, right? So, yeah, y'all, definitely, I'll tap in with y'all tomorrow, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, check out my other videos, and we out.